I've been flirting with podcasting since like 2010. And yeah, I got into podcasting and I found the Team House guys super lucky, like so lucky it's not even funny.
Well, how did that come along? And what was it that you said you started with in entertainment with I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my tongue right now, tripping over my tongue. You started in entertainment with a feature-length film. How did that go over? And then is that kind of the thing that sparked this foray into podcast production?
I would say it was mixed. I always wanted to like be a film director. I remember like my 8th grade yearbook. What do you want to be when you grow up? It was film director. So I had written this script like in 2014, I want to say. It was an idea that I had for a long time. It's a crime drama, not breaking the mold in terms of originality, and I was getting super like, bored at the restaurants. So I was like, I'm going to take a month and I'm going to shoot this thing. And it was like my naivete helped me in terms of like not being scared about like the daunting task of making an hour and 40-minute movie. And I just I just did it. Like I just went for it and, got a crew, got a cast together, did auditions, the whole, like ran through the steps. And it was funny because like some of the people were telling me, it's like, hey, why don't you shoot like a short film, something that'll take a day or two to shoot, 10 minutes and see how that goes. And I'm like, I don't know. I have a 128-page script here that I'm happy with. Like, why don't we just shoot for 20 days and put it all together? Like, right? We just make a short every day and get it done. So my naivete definitely helped me from deterring myself for doing it. And, you lay your head back at night and you think that, you dream about like, I'm going to get to Sundance and do all this. And I'm going to get discovered as a film director. That didn't happen. It was definitely a loss of money. Like I burned, a cool 40 grand on it. But, the way I thought of it was like, hey, even if this doesn't get bought, all right, I'll become a film director and make movies. When I'm 80, I could be like, I made the movie. Like I did it, right? Like, and 50 grand or 40 grand over like the course of 60 years, I think it's worth it in terms of as an investment. So, I just rocked and rolled, bro. I just did it. And the podcasting. So like back in the day, my boys started like a podcast back in like 2010. We were dabbling, doing stupid stuff, just bullshit with your friends. And I was always like a fan of podcasting, and I was like looking at like how the business of podcasting works. And the way I like tricked Jack Murphy into hiring me at the Team House was I've been a fan of Jack since his soft rep days. So I'd followed him on Twitter forever. And I was doing my own podcast where I'd interview people. So I just tweeted out, I'm like, hey, Jack, a big fan for a long time. Would you be down to come on my show? And fortunately, timing was right. He said, yeah. Came on my show. This was like a few years now, 2.5 years ago. We hit it off. We had like a good vibe. And then I was a fan of the Team House. The Team House was going on. So I offer him like, hey, you guys should really do clips for your long, because the shows are like 2.5 hours. Like you should really do clips, like, 5-10 minute clips. Like I can't really do that. I don't really edit. I'm like, I'll do it. He's like, I can't really pay you. I'm like, I'll do it for free. So I started that for like a month and a half. And like the setup at the Team House, they do it live, right? We do it live every Friday. So we have a TriCaster that like switches the camera angles in real time, right? And in the beginning of the Team House, it was just Jack and Dave and nobody working the TriCaster. So you'd see the first 5 minutes, Jack would get up, rearrange the TriCaster, sit back down, be real frustrated. And then you have to do an interview with somebody. So like it's a nightmare. So I'm like, hey, you really should have somebody who like switches the cameras for you. Luckily, again, they were in Brooklyn, right? And I'm in Brooklyn. He's like, you want to just come do that? I'm like, yeah, sure. And that's how I got with the Team House. And eventually, like, because I am, I guess, a business-minded person, like I can't really turn that off. I started getting the Team House sponsors, started clipping again, trying to, get guest. Like I really immersed myself in it because I do love the show. I was a fan first, and
So
it's really grown. Yeah.